What is up, Swishers? And happy Thursday. It's almost Friday, but we have had a lot of action this last couple of days going on with the WNBA, from the Las Vegas Aces taking down the Washington Mystics to Carleton's 25-point career, and then to have Sue Bird, who is out on the sidelines right now with a knee injury, and having Stewart to step up and take charge of the team. But eventually, hopefully soon, she'll get her partner in crime back in action. And so hopefully we look forward to seeing that. Hopefully Sue Bird heals out well, and I'm really looking forward to having her back in the game. Okay, and as far as Sabrina Ionescu, update on that, she's still currently out, and I don't know if you noticed, it has had a big impact on the New York Liberty. They're not scoring as high as they should be, and last known career points for Sabrina Ionescu, her career high. She ended off with 33 points in the last game that she played. And so we're hoping for her to have a speedy recovery, and hopefully she gets well, and hopefully we hope that she comes back to play at least a couple more games before the season ends. But it just depends on her healing time and whatnot. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and start off with the Las Vegas Aces and their performance over the Mystics. Okay, that was a big game. That was, to me, that was amazing. And I didn't think that they would be able to pull it off, because the Washington Mystics is one of the top teams in our current standings right now. They are actually number 2. And so I didn't think that they would go down easy to the Las Vegas Aces. In my mind, I kind of predicted that the Las Vegas Aces were not going to do, they were going to do well, but I didn't think that they would be able to take on the Washington Mystics, and so my predictions there were totally off. And so it's always kind of, like I said, it's unpredictable with these games, and you shouldn't leave the bottom teams out. Okay, I'm pretty much learning this myself. And so I am a Las Vegas Aces fan. As you could tell, I've been a fan since they were the Stars. Okay, I don't know if you noticed that, but you know, I'm happy that the Las Vegas Aces were able to pull out a win and get through that match. And so I was very, very ecstatic. I was very, very happy, especially for A'ja Wilson. I mean, this is her season. I mean, this is her time to shine, and she has definitely been shining on the court. She has definitely been drawing the luck of the draw in each game. And so, like this last one, you know, against the Washington Mystics, she put on 20 points, had several rebounds, I think about 8 or 9 rebounds, and she had 2 steals during that game. So, I mean, she's really, really been putting her name out there. And so, what I'm going to do now is we're going to go ahead and see if we could look at the highlights from this game, and you can see how well A'ja Wilson has been performing in these games. So let's go ahead and take a look at that, and I'll be discussing that a little bit. And so here we go. So let's go ahead and get through the commercial. And like I said, it wasn't just A'ja Wilson either. You can also see Danielle Robinson stepping it up to the plate the other night against the Washington Mystics as well. So let's go ahead and check it out.
Season Ace is looking for victory number 3 from the WNBA bubble.
You got Angel McCautry as well.
Going to work here. Isolated, spin, fade, boom. 2 points. Footwork, touch, it's all there. Wilson had 12 points.
Asia Wilson working that magic.
Kind of taken over early on.
Now you can't leave Messerman out. She was working the floor pretty well too, down low. So she put on. She was one of the top scorers in this game.
15 points, 6 rebounds in the first half. Mystics with a 2-point lead at the break. Third quarter now. Aces on top by 7. Maisha Hines-Allen.
Another player that was the top scorer of this game as well. So you could see they were going back and forth. They were close with one another. You know, Washington Mystics wasn't going to go down without a fight.
Angel McCautry drives inside. She'll find
De'Erica Hamby right down below. You know, she's known to be sneaky like that.
Off the bench. Then it's Kaylin McBride driving. Tough loader.
K-Mac! And that's what I love about K-Mac. She's aggressive. She's not afraid to get into to drive the ball in or to take a chance on those outside shots. Okay? There is your final score. Okay, we had 83-77. Like I said, you had Asia Wilson with 20 points, 8 rebounds, and then you had Messerman, who was the top scorer for the Washington Mystics. Okay? So like I said, you can't they were putting up a fight, and they just could not hold on to the end because the Aces were just too strong, and I would not bet against the Aces ever again, okay? So, moving on, okay? Let's go ahead and talk about Carleton and her career high, and she was having a fabulous night. You have to admit, when she played against the Liberty last night, she's one of those players that if you set her out, she's going to be like, put me back in. And so she played, I think, a whole 38 minutes last night, and she put up a career high of 25 points to lead over the Liberty. And so congratulations to Carleton. I'm very proud of her. And and to help her out, she had Lexi Brown with a season high 15 points, and the score was 93-66 last night. So I don't know if you were watching that game. It was on CBS Sports Network, and it was a good game to watch. So I'm very proud of Carleton coming in and stepping it up for the Minnesota Lynx, especially since Maya Moore is still out because she's still fighting for those who have served time and have unfair injustice. And so you have her out, and so it was really awesome. But the New York Liberty, let's talk about them for a minute, okay? Without Sabrina Ionescu, okay, they're kind of falling behind a little bit, and it was expected that, you know, Sabrina Ionescu was going to lead this team. And I know I keep scrolling up and down and stuff like that. But now that she's injured, I mean, they're a whole totally different team. It feels like they're not there. It feels like there's an absence with them. And I really hope eventually, sometime soon, they are going to step it up, and they are going to figure out a way to move on without Sabrina Ionescu. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at those highlights.
Now is the time to support the places.
I know, commercials, but we're going to discuss a little bit what I see, and maybe you can comment what you see, and maybe what the New York Liberty should do. What kind of strategies should they come up with? Okay. You have Carleton right there, number 6. Okay. And don't count out Collier. Don't count out these UConn players, man. They really know how to step it up when it's clutch time.
Late in the first for the Liberty, one of the few highlights.
Got Carleton there.
to Amanda Zowie for 3. She led the Liberty with 13 points.
Because it seems like to me in that first half, the New York Liberty was there. They were stepping up their game. They had the defense. And they were really keeping up with the Minnesota Lynx, back and forth, back and forth. But then you get to the second half, and you see them kind of start to drop off a little bit. I know that when I was playing, if you're going to play aggressively, you play aggressively the whole entire game. You do not let that slip. You don't let it drop. Okay?
Kayla Alexander, and the route is on. Lexi Brown pulls up for the jumper.
I feel like Kia Nurse, she probably needs to step it up just a little bit to lead the New York Liberty and bring them out of this slump that they're in. Okay? I don't know if you agree with me on this or not, but to me, I feel like they're in a slump. And there is your final. Okay? You had Minnesota Lynx 92, New York Liberty 66. Okay? And like I said, congratulations again to Minnesota Lynx, Carleton, 25.7 rebounds. Outstanding game for her last night. Okay, and like I said, she played about 38 minutes last night, pretty much the whole entire game. Okay, she's one of those players that says, if you set me out, I'm going to find a way to get back in there so that I can get, bring my team up and do what I need to do and step it up. And so that's exactly what she did last night. Okay. Then you had Zahu, and she put in 13 points for the New York Liberty. You also had Kia Nurse, who put up some points last night, but I feel like like I said, New York Liberty is in a slump, and it's like almost as if they feel like they are nothing without Sabrina Ionescu. That, to me, that's the way that you should not play. Okay, I know one of your top teammates are out right now, but you gotta find a way to get that motivation. You gotta find a way to step it up. You gotta find a way to work together, develop that chemistry, and figure out, where do we go from here? Okay, this is not the team that I've known to be a part of. Where do we go from here? Look at videos, practice different ways to move the ball around. Okay, and I feel like that's what the New York Liberty needs to do. Okay, so if you agree with me, comment below. If not, or if you don't agree, or you have something else to say, tell me, and we'll discuss it. And like I said, if you follow my WNBA Daily Swish Facebook group, get there, join there, start discussing. And there's no right or wrong opinions in this. And so I'm just happy to be doing this for you guys, to show you what's going on, to tell you what I think, to tell you what I know. And for those that are supporting me already, I appreciate it. Love y'all. And keep it up. Keep following. Share my WNBA Daily Swish Facebook page, or group, I should say. And keep following my YouTube vlogs. Keep participating, keep staying active. I'm gonna keep you updated. I'm gonna tell you what I see, what I know, and hopefully you guys enjoy these videos just as much as I enjoy doing them for you. Okay. With that being said, real quick before I log off, okay, our games for tonight, we got some triple headers tonight, and I know Sue Bird is out, but and we'll see how the Seattle Storm do tonight without Sue Bird. Okay, so tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, you have the Seattle Storm facing off the Atlanta Dream. Okay, and that's going to be on ESPN2. Make sure you stay tuned to ESPN2. Okay, because there's going to be another game later on tonight as well. Okay, then you have the Connecticut Sun taking on the Dallas Wings. Okay, like I said, I would not count out Arika Gumbawale. Okay, she is the Black Mamba, and she's got game, and she's ready to go. Okay, then at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, you have Chicago Sky taking on the Phoenix Mercury. Okay, all right, there you go, guys. There's your news. There's your daily updates. Okay, if it ain't hot, it ain't a swish.